back to another video. Today we have a new DINO Infinite Gate combo I made. Well, not recently, I made it months ago, but I was kind of just procrastinating on making this video. For one reason, I don't know, I just, didn't like meta, because dinos became meta, but, whatever. I'll just get to the combo right now. You just need your normal 2 card, just any combination of Archosaur, Baby Ceratosaurus, Oviraptor, Miscellaneousaurus. Any of that works, plus any other card to put back for a copy of Plague Spreader. That's why we're running a more synchro-ish variant. So we're gonna go use our Oviraptor. You should probably know how the Dino combo works. You're gonna try to get 4 specific monsters on the field: Oviraptor, Archosaur, Baby Ceratosaurus, and the card you're gonna see right now, Dino Wrestler Colislet. This is a dinosaur tuner, that's why I run it. If you say, why don't you run Aeolo? Just don't. If you open Aeolo, your entire combo just falls apart and there's no point in even playing anymore. Colislet, it can actually special summon itself from the hand. It can be used as link material for a Healthy Fireback, but that's perfectly fine because you can just synchro it with a Archosaur, then synchro it with an Archosaur to make Metal Marcher, then Metal Marcher brings back the Colislet, and then it can be used as link material again. So that's why I run Colislet specifically. I don't like Aeolo at all. But first we'll go into Link Revo, then into a Healthy Firebrax. Healthy Firebrax will be summoning a Plague Spreader zombie. You should know where this is going. We're going to go into Link Cross, and have you seen this before? We're going to go summon 2 tokens, go into Metal Marcher summon back the Plague Spreader. We'll go into Herald of the Arclight, so from here on out they cannot Nibiru, they cannot Imperm, they can't really use any hand traps after this, and they can't, because we have Herald. So if they try to negate our Simorg or something, they can't. We're going to go into Reaper-Docus change to Winged Beast. We'll go into a Unicarrier and Simorg. We'll go into Double Evolution Pill about summoning a Tyranno, and then we'll use our Unicarrier, equip Thunderbird, go into Apex Avian, and pass. So what this does, infinite negates, in case you don't know how it works, as long as you're able to get Apex Avian and Thunderbird on the field, you have the full loop. As soon as your opponent activates a card effect, you will activate Apex Avian, which bounces back any Miss Valley card you control to negate it. So we'll be bouncing back Thunderbird, with the one we equipped up the carrier. And now when Thunderbird is bounced back from your field to the hand, you can special summon it, and neither effects are once per turn. So you can kind of just do this infinitely until your opponent uses Chain Link 2 or higher card, because Apex Avian is only once per chain, and that's where Herald of the Arclight comes in. So where if they try to chain something, you just negate it with Herald very strong, and if they just try to attack over the Thunderbird, you can activate Tyranno, pop, say, your Union Carrier, and then just Book of Eclipse, and they will no longer be able to attack. It's just a very, very difficult lock to out, and that's why I kind of like it so much. So I'll just be showing some different scenarios where if you get hand trapped like Nibiru or Impermed at specific places, what you can do, and how to just play around hand traps in general. So right here, I'm just it's kind of the same hand. We're just gonna be facing Nibiru this time. We're gonna go ahead, search Oviraptor. This is kind of the same combo. Discard a misc effect, summon Archosaur, pop Baby in hand, search Pill, Baby effect, summon another one, and Oviraptor effect, pop Baby, summon Baby, and then you'll be able to use the Baby you just popped, summon Colislet. Now we go into Healthy Firebrax, as an unsuspecting person. And usually the optimal time to Nibiru is after resolving Link Cross. For some reason the game didn't let me activate Nibiru after this, so I'm just summoning Link Revo just to kind of trigger that Nibiru. So yeah, Nibiru will activate, and then we will be tributing everything. Our dinos are unaffected thanks to our Miscellaneousaurus, and they can't they will stay on the field until our last moments. So you almost always just have these 2 monsters field. We'll get a Nibiru token, we'll banish all 3 for Trishula Fusion, surprisingly enough. If they Nibiru'd before, as soon as we activated our Plague Spreader, we would get the token and we wouldn't have to banish these 2. We would be able to link into a Link 2 like Reaper-Docus, and then go into Link Cross, and we'll be able to use those monsters for a Trishula instead of having to banish our dinos, but it doesn't matter too much. We're going to go ahead and activate Double Evolution Pill, summoning Jurak Titano. The reason why I'm running this is because it's the only level 9 dinosaur in the game. So we're going to overlay it into calamities. It's supposed to be in defense, but it doesn't matter. Calamities, even through Nibiru, this kind of goes for anything like if they gamma, for example, if they activate Imperm, if they activate Veiler on any of our later pieces, this is kind of what it just ends up being, calamities. Like, being able to make calamities through any hand trap is really strong, so definitely look out for this, because I'm going to probably be taking it to some sort of tournament sometime. So that was our Nibiru combo. I'll just kind of show how to like play with bricks. So this right here was one of my test hands. You have a fossil dig, a UCT, a Pancratops, and a Titano. We have drawn Pancratops, which is practically useless going first. We drew the Ash Blossom, another dead card. Titano is a brick. UCT is only really useful in our Endboard. So the only card we have is Fossil Dig. The only card we have is Fossil Dig. But this deck is so broken it can even face with that. So Oviraptor plus literally any dinosaur equals calamities. So we're going to discard Misk. Misk will summon Archosaur. We'll use Archosaur, just pop any random dinosaur. We'll pop Pancratops. We'll go into Linkuriboh, go into Reproductus, then go into Linkross. Linkross will be summoning 2 tokens. We'll tribute 1 token for Linkuriboh and then link the Linkuriboh into Secure Guard now. Then we'll banish 3 for Trishula. We'll go into Double Evolution Build, summon Titano, make Calamities, and I'm pretty sure I can still summon this UCT in my hand on top of that, which is just really insane. Just like an absolute hell of a brick turns into calamities. This deck like makes calamities easier than a virtual world, which is I mean, maybe virtual world makes it easier. In my opinion, this just makes it like a lot easier, because all you need is any access to literally 2 monsters, and then you have you can make calamities. Just any 2 monsters become calamities, which is really stupid. So that is kind of some of the hands I want to show you. First the combo, then like a really bad brick, and 2 Nibiru hand traps. Just shows how resilient this deck is, especially to hand traps specifically, and why you should definitely try this deck out. So let's go to the deck profile now. So right here we have the deck, 40 cards. I really wanted to push it up, but I just couldn't find any way to like increase the deck size. I didn't want to add more hand traps because they're just inherent bricks, and I can't combo off if I draw them. I can't really do anything unless I have an extender like Miscellaneous Source in order to go into a Housefly Braxator. So that's something. Starting off with 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Tyranno, 2 is standard. You know, 2 is really good in the grind game. Not that Dino's grind, because you're just going to be UCT, destroy everything, UCT go brrr, and then they die. Like, that's basically how Dinos work. 1 copy of Jurag Titano is just at a level 9 for Calamities. 1 copy Pancratops. It can definitely come up if you're popping a Petit Pteranodon. It can summon Pancratops as another negate. Sometimes in a very big pinch, if you've already burned through 2 of your UCTs, which is insanely rare. You use Double Evolution Build to summon Pancratops of all things. You might do that if you open 2 UCTs. If you already have a UCT on field, you might summon a Pancratops instead. But you know, Pancratops is just a really decent card, especially in the Dino deck. Really good as a generic, but even better in Dinos. Double copies of Miscellaneous Source. This is the reason why Dinos are meta. It's just because this card single-handedly protects them from Veiler, Ogre, Nibiru, to some extent even Gamma. Miscellaneous Source is basically everything. And if that effect wasn't good enough, it also just summons any dinosaur from your deck. And I don't know what to say. Like, summoning something from deck practically for free it just shouldn't be allowed. Triple copies of Oviraptor. This is a Stratos for the deck, and on top of being a Stratos, it can also it's also a Monster Reborn, where it destroys a dinosaur you control to summon another one from your graveyard. So you can destroy a baby Ceratosaurus on field, summon another dino from the graveyard, and then baby Ceratosaurus will be able to trigger summoning anything you want from the deck. Which is just absolutely insane. You can't afford to run any less than 3. We're running 5 of our baby cards. 3 baby, 2 petit. The reason I run 5 is because you usually need them in your opening hand in order to do combo. and Overraptor searches them, which is another reason why we run at 3, because we do need them in our hand so that in order to pop them with cards like Archosaur and Overraptor, so 5 of them, 2 Petit Pteranodon because it's a lot harder to combo with it, since Petit Pteranodon cannot summon a Colislet or another baby Ceratosaurus, so you will have to just settle down for Calamities combo, but Calamities is not bad at all, so uh, 3 baby and 2 Petit for sure. The one copy of Colislet, I do not run AOLO, and I also advise you not to run AOLO. It's just such a big garnet. If you draw it, you can't do combos. Colislet, if you draw it, you can special summon it from your hand, and it actually makes your combos even better because you'll have an extra body on the field for extra plays. It's just an absolutely insane card. You have to run it, at least one copy of it. The 3 copies of Archosaur, we run 3 because this is a combo variant. I know in blind second variants you only run 2, but since it's a combo variant, you want to just get access to a double evolution pill as often as possible, along with being a level 1 for Link Karibo. We run triple of that for sure. And finally, our non-dino monsters, Avian, Thunderbird, and Plague Spreader. They're kind of the only bricks in the deck. The only other brick I'd say would be Titano, because you can't do anything if it's in a hand. But those 4 are pretty much the only bricks, in my opinion. 4 bricks is better than a Garnet and 2 bricks, you know. Cough Cough, Red Eyes Fusion, Cough Cough Dragoon. I just like these, well, it's not like these 3. You need these 3 because it's infinite negates. You know, Avian, Thunderbird, you need it for infinite negates, and Plague Spreader is just another Hockey 5X target. Triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Ash. These are the handtraps I'm running in such a combo heavy format. You have to run at least 1 copy of Nibiru, and Ash is just really generic. Triple copies, not triple, 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill. Double Evolution Pill, another really strong card, just being able to summon any of your dinos, any level 7 or higher dinos, so in case you need to go into Calamities, you can summon Jirac Titano. In case you need to OTK, you can just summon Tyranno. Tyranno is also really good if as a going for a setup play, because a Book of Eclipse is really good. There's a reason why Zodiac is kind of meta right now, because of their access to Zeus, which is just it just blows up the field, so that's why we have to run the evolution pill. Triple copies of Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig is really good since it's able to just search any of your dinos and makes your combos a lot more consistent. 1 copy of Lost Terraforming, and 2 copies of Lost World. I call it 3 copies of Lost World. The reason why I'm running 1 Terraforming over the 3rd Lost World is because it kind of tricks our opponent into thinking that we do, say if we draw both our copies, at least 1 copy of Lost World, it'll make our opponent think that we haven't drawn a Lost World yet, because that can sometimes happen, so they might instantly just negate the first Lost World because they know it's crucial to dinos. Well, it's not crucial, it just kind of helps a lot in terms of being able to extend a bit more. And terraforming, it just searches Lost World. It makes it easier to OTK, it provides you even more protection, it switches off Gamma and Imperm, it's able to pop babies straight from the deck. You just have to run it. The 1 Foolish Burial, it gives you easier access to Miscellaneousaurus in the graveyard, so that if you're in a pinch and you draw Foolish Burial, you can just dump it to the graveyard, banish a few cards, summon like an Overraptor or an Archosaur or something, and then you can just straight up combo from there. And finally, our last handtrap, Triple Imperm, doesn't need too much explanation. Being able to just negate anything for free is obviously good. Next for extra deck, we run the 1 copy of the Trishula Fusion. The Trishula Fusion is really good as a free level 9 on the field. 1 copy of Herald, 1 copy of Metal Marcher for our Synchro Engine, 1 copy of Truthing of all Calamities. As I said, in case, by the way, Truthing of all Calamities is your backup combo, and this is really good if in case you brick or you have to play 2 hand traps. This is very good to fall back on. The 1 copy of Access Code Talker, really good if you're just trying to end games quick. 1 copy of Simorg's Bird of Sovereignty. It's another really good card. It's really just to summon Avian from the deck. 1 Nightmare Unicorn and Phoenix. These are the 2 free spots. I decided it to go to these 2 because going second, as I said in Calamities, you just need to go into Link 2, then summon Link Cross, and then do stuff from there. So if you're going second, then it's good to summon your Nightmare Phoenix instead, just being able to pop an extra card, and it's really good spot removal in general. Unicorn, it's pretty much the only generic link tree in order to go into access code, a 5300 attack access code, plus it's super good spot removal. One Hulky Fibrax you need it for your combo, also it gives you easier access to cards like access code and Unicorn. One copy of Union Carrier in order to get Thunderbird on the field. One copy of Reaperdocus in order to change cards to Winged Beast for your Simorgh link. One copy of Secure Gardener. This can definitely come up. It helps you link off any of your Cyber Sleep monsters, so in case you need a non-dinosaur in the graveyard for a double evolution pill, Secure Gardener just comes up a lot. One copy of Linkross. Linkross is super good, being able to generate tokens and free synchro material for your synchro plays. And one copy of Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh definitely does come up, sometimes as a non-dinosaur for your double evolution pill, and sometimes just as a way to turn one of your Linkross tokens into a linkable monster. And that's kind of what we do in the Calamities combo, where we link it off into a link Secure Gardener later. The one copy of Salmandretto Almiraj, or however they say it in the anime, I don't know. But this is really good if you're trying to link off your Petite Pteranodon or your Baby Ceratosaurus, because Archosaur can just be linked off into a Linkuriboh, but for and these two you can't really do the same, so you do have to go into Almiraj if you have the double evolution pill in hand and you just need to use it in a pinch. It definitely does come up, and you should run these three cards in any dinosaur deck, definitely. So that is the deck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as it really does help the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.